rocking with
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report Podcast.
Let me ask you this though: where were you at when the news came out Charles Stuart that he actually killed his wife, and he jumped off the Tobin, committing suicide on January 3rd, 1990?
I want to say I was in DYS. I want to say I was in DYS.
You was in DYS at the time?
I was at DYS for intimidation of witness when I jumped on Eric.
Okay. So, what happened with the intimidating witness? How did they give you time for that? Or
It just ran concurrent with the committed to the 18.
Okay. So, how old was you at the time? 15, 15? And then you got out when?
I had went to what's the secure treatment. I escaped DYS, so I didn't stay long. So I probably did like 6 to 8 months.
And you was on the, and then you was on
the 1990s is when you was just talking about.
Yeah.
I was making sure I was present.
Yeah, for sure. So you escaped, and when did they catch back up to you? Because you probably went right back to Mission.
Yeah, I did.
And they probably
no,
said,
I didn't. Actually, that was the
we
crazy
know where
thing.
he's at. He's in Mission.
No, I actually didn't go back
Okay.
to Mission. That's crazy you say that. I went up and hung around Interville
Oh, okay.
in 1990.
Okay,
So that's
so-
when
okay,
I got
so
the
you-
taste of the gang life.
Oh yeah. And you was over there in 1990. Shit,
Yeah.
man, it was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you was at what, at Adidas Park over there?
Yeah, I was hanging around them. I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't very active, but I was hanging around them. I was learning, I was looking, I'm a sponge for everything. So,
Yeah.
you know.
So he so you say you was in DY when that happened. We kind of touched on this earlier because you said you found out some things during the documentary. But from this documentary, what information did you find out that you didn't know before? What other information that you found out, like watching this or doing this documentary, that you might have found out that you didn't know or your family didn't know beforehand?
I can't even say because I mean what we experienced, I pretty much
Yeah.
that. I mean, as far as the behind the scenes, like more or less like the police, the setting up, the intimidation, like the tapes. I never heard the tapes, things
Yeah.
of that nature. So
Yeah.
you know.
So do you believe the police was hiding the truth or didn't want to believe the truth?
They was doing both. They didn't want to believe the truth. They didn't want to. They was hiding the truth initially. You know what I'm saying? Well, they didn't want to believe the truth initially because, you know, like I said, a certain reporter in them, the certain Globe and all them, and Herald and all them, they was already spinning it the way that the police was spinning it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was 2 officers that already had said they didn't believe Chuck from the first interview. And then that's when they were taken off the case and put on another case.
Okay. And who was them officers? Were they
I
black
forget
or were they
their
white?
names. You would have to watch the documentary because I forgot their names, man. But they was the initial officers that told their superior officer that they didn't believe Chuck's story and they was removed from the case. So right there, they hid the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when they did what they was doing, then they didn't want to believe the truth.
Do you think them officers was black or white?
I don't know. I don't think they were because back then there wasn't many black detectives.
Yeah. Okay. David McLean, a friend of Charles Stuart, told police that Charles told him he wanted to kill his wife. Was that right after the incident though?
That was before the incident. David McLean should have been accessory before the fact.
No, I'm saying he told the police right after the incident that
He did tell the police that again. They
Yeah.
didn't want to believe. He
Yeah.
called.
Yeah. That's crazy. He told the police and they
They
was
didn't
that
wanna
like a week
believe.
later or
They
something?
didn't want to believe,
Yeah.
and they hit it again.
Yeah.
But he, like I said, he should have. If it was anybody else, if I told you I'm going to do something,
You're fucking right.
they're going to say you was accessory before
Yeah.
the fact, and then they're going to say accessory after because you didn't report it.
Yeah, exactly. Going through this, right? Did people still look at y'all like your uncle was guilty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Preferably police officers
Yeah.
and, the racial ones that don't want to believe.
Yeah.
That some of them are politicians now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. The mayor apologized to your family. Why do you think the city finally apologized?
I'm caught up in this fast life. Every morning I